My name is Diego D'Alessandro. I'm working on the feature-length documentary entitled Don't Stop Living the Journey. It's a story about Hector Picard, who's bicycling from Fort Lauderdale to New York City.
My name is Hector Picard. I was involved in an accident back in March 31st, 1992. I received 13,000 volts of electricity through my body twice, and second and third degree burns over 40% of my body, as well as the amputations of my right arm and left arm.
He's a bilateral amputee. You know, you see this guy going by on a bicycle, no arms, just riding up the street. And the story is going to be about how he kind of affects people, the way they think, the way they look at themselves, and how they react to him.
My name is Ian. I will be one of the directors of photography / camera op. I'll also be assisting the director / producer with anything that he needs. When it comes down to roles in this documentary, we're going to be switching hats consistently. When someone's driving, one's going to be shooting, and the other one will be logging and making sure everything's okay as far as assisting the routes.
Along the journey going from Fort Lauderdale to New York City, there's going to be 17 stops, including the finish line, which is in New York. We're going to be going through Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Virginia, the Carolinas, Georgia, as well as the entire state of Florida. So there are a lot of very unique cities that we're going to be stopping at. We're leaving Fort Lauderdale, Florida on Friday, May 25th in 2012, and we're leaving from Fort Lauderdale Beach by the Yankee Clipper on A1A. We'll be arriving in New York City at Battery Park at an event, picnic, that's going to be going on there, sponsored by the I Will Foundation on June 10th.
Well, the reason why I'm doing this road trip, this bike journey, is to celebrate 20 years since my accident back in 1992, and also to raise awareness for the I Will Foundation, a foundation that helped me last year, and I just want to put them on the map. I want to let the world know about this foundation, how they help physically challenged athletes.
The people that I'm working with are really amazing. You have Diego, which is an amazing producer / director. He just has the ability and the charisma to get anybody to talk. And Alex, he's a consummate professional in what he does. He's a surgeon with the camera and he knows what he's talking about. So even though we have all these obstacles in our way, anything can happen. You know, anything. I feel safe and I feel confident that we will produce something great.
The three of us met at school at the Art Institute, and we've been working together for a while now. We work really, really well together. Me and Alex actually worked together on the first documentary that we did on Hector Picard.
I approached Diego, Alex, and Ian to film this documentary because they had been involved with the documentary last year that was very successful at the film festival, and I was very pleased with their work. So I had asked them to do this because I felt they were on their own journey as young filmmakers, and something I could relate to, and we definitely got along. And you know, to be stuck with a film crew for 2 weeks, you got to be able to get along with them.
Some of the preparations we're doing include location scouting, which isn't an easy feat doing from Florida. We're actually kind of location scouting to these different states and cities where we're going to be going through. We're doing it by phone, via internet, in ways like that, connections that we have in different cities. So it's a pretty difficult endeavor, kind of trying to get the location scouting down, but we're also getting our routes, our hotels, the stops, the places where Hector's going to be doing speeches and presentations. There's media that's going to be done in every city where he's going to be either on a morning show or some kind of local television network.
The funding, that was the biggest issue. Getting enough to literally survive out there for 17 days with camera equipment. Most of us, as the camera ops go, have our own equipment, but we had to sacrifice due to it being an independent documentary, using DSLRs, having audio boxes attached to the camera, and not being able to have the more expensive cameras, but getting a good quality picture as well.
There are definitely some challenges that I foresee on Hector's part. You know, his bicycle could break down, he could definitely hurt himself, he could get a flat tire. The weather's going to be a huge challenge. It's summertime, it's the rainy season, so we're definitely going to hit some rainy weather.
Well, you know, if it rains, it's going to be an issue. The wind is always an issue. I pray for a tailwind so I can complete this task faster than I would against the wind. Hills are going to be an issue as well, but you know, it's not something I haven't trained for.
You've got another 100 million other problems. Space, in the car, our car is going to be packed to the max, movement, mobility, audio problems can arise anywhere. You've got a lot of nature elements, rain, wind, high elevation in some areas. Just nature alone can dehydrate Hector and he's out of the race, totally.
So once the documentary is finished, we are going to be submitting it to a lot of film festivals and trying to get distribution. And what we hope to attain is the recognition for this story. It'd be amazing if we could get recognition. I mean, Hector's story is such an awesome, inspiring story. And it's not just what he has to say, it's the way he affects and instills pride, joy, or motivation in other people. So in gaining recognition, I mean, it would be great if we could. It would, I think, be a great way to change people's lives and just get Hector's message out there and get people to follow their dreams, follow their goals, whatever passion you have. Don't let yourself hold yourself back, because nobody else is going to do that. So you really have to get out there, do what you want to do. Just everything he has to say, for the platform, for him to have that platform to be able to deliver that message nationwide, possibly worldwide, that would be just an amazing, amazing accomplishment.